Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Mind Dump podcast. God damn, it's hot in this bitch today. It's 88 degrees, guys, in North Carolina, and my freaking AC doesn't work in my car because I haven't got it fixed for the past year. I've had my car, I just haven't got it fixed yet, so that's on the to-do list. Well, that's really got nothing to do with the video we're talking about today. Trayvon, what's the video about? What's the video about? Why are you wasting my time? What's the video about? Trayvon, why are you wasting my time? Chromacopia. Promise we gonna make it out. Promise we gonna make it out. I'm wired up today, guys. I'm drinking on this Alani. Focus. There we go. Alani. No, so the video today, guys, it's we're gonna make it out. And this is like a words of affirmation. This is like words of affirmation to myself for future Trayvon. This is me. This is pretty much me pushing all the chips in and calling game in poker, right? This is me saying I'm all in. Either I win or I lose. Somebody gonna have to match it, because in this life, I was blessed enough to barely get everything I need to just keep slowly moving up, level by level. I was not blessed with everything I desired or wanted as a child, or even still as a young adult. I worked pretty hard for the basic things I do have and a little bit more. So I'm calling game. This is how this life is going to go for me. And this is me calling, pushing all the chips in. Either I'm going to leave here with something, or I'm going to leave here with something, right? I'm pretty much saying that I got a handful of aces and you can't beat me. And I'm sweating. So let me take you guys a little background to why we're talking about this today, guys. I was in chemistry talking to my chemistry professor. She's really smart, and I was talking to her. I was actually talking to some fellow classmates about what they want to do, what I want to do, and it came to the topic of I want to be a doctor. They don't know what they want to do, but they don't like chemistry, and they were also thinking about doing stuff in the medical field. Well, what they want to do in the medical field also requires 4 semesters of chemistry, I think. Well, they don't know if they want to do that because chemistry is really hard. Ultimately, I was trying to encourage them, you know what, chemistry is going to be hard, but for what you want to do, you don't need to go to med school. You do need to do some master's level work, I believe, but it's not necessarily med school, and you're going to get paid as if you were a doctor. Really good. You'll struggle through chemistry for 4 semesters, but you'll get paid like a fucking doctor, and that's the way you should probably go, because what's 2 years to 30, 40 years of success, right? Really negligible. So I was also explaining to them that I want to be a doctor, and to be a doctor, I have to take the MCAT, and the MCAT is comprised of a lot of chemistry. Also, for people who probably need chemistry more than a doctor would, such as pharmacists, they aren't required to test on their chemistry skills that they're required to take, right? Pharmacists don't have to take the GMAT or the GRE, whatever their test is that they usually would take. They're not required to take that in North Carolina anymore, or I don't even think all across the United States they're not required to take that anymore. So I was talking about that situation and how I don't think that's really fair. My chemistry professor came over and was like, yeah, well, that's because they try to limit how many doctors they have in the United States, or how many board certified doctors they are having. So they try to make it really hard to become a doctor, so they're not having too many people become doctors, to try to keep the prestige of what one would consider a doctor, right? Right. Well, here's the thing. For me, who is good at science, good at school, fairly average at everything, sweating really bad, I was like, well, it sounds like she's trying to say, if you're not good at chemistry, I wouldn't try to be a doctor. But Hell no, that's not the route we're going. Because I know I'm going to get there. Now I don't know how I'm going to get there. And I don't even know if it's going to be easy. I don't know if it's going to be hard. And I don't know how long it's going to take. But we're going to get there. And I was thinking while I was going to make this video about 4 minutes ago leaving the bank, cashing out. No, we're not cashing out. We're paying our rent, guys. There is a wasp. I was thinking about one of my favorite movies, Good Will Hunting, made in 1992. It's got young Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, two great actors, two handsome men. And no, it's not gay to call men handsome because they do look better than me. And they're really successful and really good at what they do. Two young men who made a great movie together. Good Will Hunting, one of my favorite movies of all time. One of the main characters, who was played by Minnie Driver in the movie, her name is Skylar. She asked Will, which is Matt Damon, hey, come to California with me. She's going to go to med school to try to become a physician, and she wants him to come to California with her. And he asked her, how do you know you want me to come to California with you? How do you know? Because this is serious. No one's ever asked me to come anywhere with them, and now you claim you're in love with me and you want me to follow you halfway across the country. We're from Boston. You want me to go all the way to California. And then they have a little argument, fight scene, and then that just builds the tension in the relationship. Either way. So I say all that to say, how do I know I'm going to be successful? How do I know? How do I know? How do I know? And then her answer to that was, I just have a feeling. Which is such a female answer. Sorry for me genderizing answers to questions, but this is such a female answer because most men say, oh, female, they always have feelings about everything, which is funny. But this is such a weird answer. I just have a feeling. I don't know. I just have a feeling. I just think this is right. I had this feeling that I've done so much in school, business, psychology, now I'm pre-med, and started there and then circled back. And I always had a sense that if I got out of pre-med, I would come back eventually and it would take me 2 extra years. And that's essentially what's happening now, is that I've got out and came back and it's going to take me 2 extra years to finish. Because that inner dialogue, some people call it the Holy Spirit, you call it what you want. The inner dialogue told me, no, you need to be here. And I just didn't know what I want to do. So I took the other route of exploring my options before I settled. How do I know I'm going to be successful? I don't know. But I have that feeling. And do I think it's going to be easy? No. Do I think I'm probably going to get barely scraped by? Possibly. But do I think I'll meet all the right people that's going to open all the right doors for me to get there? Yes. So I just have this feeling that I'm on the right track. And if I could tell me and my best friend, who also wants to be a doctor, anything, is don't worry about what it looks like right now. We're going to get there. Because we work too hard and we struggle too much to not get there. There's no way in hell we're either gonna get there, or we're going to be extremely successful in another way. But regardless, we're going to get there. Because struggling like this at such a young age only teaches you that you can do more than others can. Now, it's not as easy to get the same result, but ultimately you can go longer and you can go harder and you can put yourself in environments that most people can't thrive in. It's not easy to become a B student when you work 25 hours a week at McDonald's. It's not easy to still be a B student when you're working 25 hours a week at Wing Company or X, Y, and Z. It's not easy to go home for summer break and work 40-hour weeks like we've done every summer. It's not easy to work your way through high school and go to college. So, how do I know I'm going to be successful? I just have this feeling. For anybody, guys, who's out there wondering if they're going to be successful, bet on yourself. Push all the chips in. Call game. Go out there and get what you got to get. Be who you got to be. Be who you are. As always, guys, I love you. Watch this video. Watch this video. Subscribe up here. Like, subscribe, comment down below. My name is Trayvon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.